Okay, today we're going to talk about the most common disorder that you probably never even heard of. So, I have a condition called FND, which stands for Functional Neurological Disorder. It's basically a chronic neurological disorder. Sometimes when I look it up on Google, it can be considered a chronic illness, and sometimes it just says it's a neurological disorder. um, so yeah, let's talk about it. It is the most frustrating. Like, this disorder was a mystery to doctors. I was going back and forth to emergency rooms. My legs was giving out. I was having tremors. I was having difficulty using my hands. It can affect your speech. It can affect how you walk. It can affect all areas of your body. And it can become very depressing, especially when you're going back and forth to doctor's offices and they don't know what's wrong with you, or the scans are coming back normal. Everything is coming back normal, and you start to think, is people thinking you're doing this for attention? Is it all in your head? Um, but it's not. It's a real condition. It's real. It's affecting my life. It's affecting me right now. Like today, for the past couple of days, I've been very tired and I've been nauseous. And FND can cause very chronic fatigue. It can cause nausea. That's not even the worst of the symptoms. It's been a while since I had an episode where I couldn't walk. Thank God. Well, not thank God, because, well, it's just whatever. But yeah, it can be very depressing. It's hard to explain the condition. It's an invisible condition. Invisible conditions, I don't want to say they're the worst, but they are the worst because people don't know what you're going through every day. Like, every day something is wrong with me. I just know how to mask it well. And when people don't see something going on with you physically, they assume that you can be dramatic or faking, or that, oh, she's okay, nothing's wrong with her. And it's like, you don't know the struggles that I'm going through with every day. Like, you're not going to understand because you don't have what I have. And it just can be exhausting. F&D has changed my life. I used to walk with a cane. I haven't needed my cane. I had left my cane somewhere, so I gotta get another one. But it's just very unpredictable. One day I can wake up and my legs are not working, or I'm paralyzed, or I'm having trouble talking. Like, F&D has changed my speech. I stutter way more than I used to before. I didn't stutter when I was younger, but now when I talk, sometimes I stutter. You can get chronic migraines. I used to get sharp pains in my head a lot, but I don't get those anymore, so that's good. F&D, everything comes up normal on the labs because think of it as a computer. It's not a hardware problem, it's a software problem. And the brain, we need like a hard reset. F&D can come from trauma, which I have endured my fair share of trauma. It can come from stress, and it can cause a lot of symptoms, like even my bowels. Like, sometimes I have issues with my bowels. Like, I go back and forth to the bathroom and I'm not peeing, but I feel like the pressure, like I'm about to pee. And that can be frustrating when I had to go places and not always had to use the bathroom, so I would just stay home because my body was not acting right. Or when you're just sleeping all the time, or when your legs hurt. Like, I get my feet hurt all the time. Sometimes, soon as I wake up, my feet hurt, they're burning. When I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen, my feet are burning and on fire, so I try to get done with stuff as much as I can. I try not to stand too long. I also faint, I get dizzy. But I'm also anemic, so I don't know I was diagnosed with vasovagal syncope. So I don't know if it's vasovagal syncope. I don't know if it has anything to do with anemia, or if it has anything to do with FND. It's just a lot going on in my body. And my body, it doesn't feel like I'm in control of my body a lot of the time, because there's always something going on with it. Like, it can be very difficult to just be, and it's really made me a homebody. Like, my struggles have really made me a homebody, and I want to get out and I want to do more. Like, for example, my mom took us to she took us to, what is it, Six Flags? No, she took us to Cedar Point, and I got on the roller coasters, and I maybe got on 3, and then I worked myself up to get on a big one, and because I'm not supposed to be reaching up quickly, standing up quickly, bending down quickly, because that can trigger my vagus nerve and cause me to faint. And I got on this one ride, it triggered my condition. I got on this one ride, and it was just spinning, 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 spinning. When I got off, I had the worst headache. My feet were burning, legs hurting. Another thing I get is back pain. I also was diagnosed with an underlying spine, so I don't know if it comes from that or what. I've had a lot going on, y'all. Like, it's just a lot, and I don't look like I'm going through, like, you wouldn't know. Sometimes I just lay there and I just go to sleep, or I just, get real quiet when I'm uncomfortable, because it's like, what can you do? There's nothing you can really do. There's nothing you can really do. And I've been dealing with these symptoms. I have tons of symptoms, tons of things I go through. But, like, my handwriting, I hate writing in public, because I used to have some pretty handwriting. And now when I write, it's like, it's just frustrating to me. I get tremors. I could just be laying in a bed and I just start shaking. The body is just sending, the brain is just sending signals to my body. And it's like, if only life was a little bit more peaceful to me, and a little bit more gentle, a little bit more gentler. I can't say the word right now. I don't know why. Gentler. I feel like I'm just yapping, but yeah, it's just, it's a lot. With this condition, I should probably do a video talk about like 7 signs that you might have FND. A big sign is when them doctors, you start having symptoms and them doctors starts telling you everything is normal. That's a big sign that you have FND. That's a big sign. I've been to tons of doctors. I've got my blood drawn a bunch of times. I've had all types of scans. I've had all types of appointments. And it finally took one doctor. She called it another condition, but I was 16 when I was diagnosed. I had no idea what she was talking about. And so I still kept going to doctors trying to figure out what's wrong. And they're like, you was diagnosed with FND at 16 at such and such hospital. I'm like, what is FND? I didn't even know what that was, because the lady didn't use that word. So I didn't look it up. You can have seizures. I have seizures. I have them all the time. I have seizures all the time, and nobody notices. Nobody knows. I be having seizures right next to my family members all the time. They don't know. They don't know. And I don't say anything. Like, it's just, it can be embarrassing. It's a lot. It's a lot. The condition is a lot. And I hate when some people, back in the day, they used to call it more of a psychiatric thing. But FND is a neurological condition. You need to see a neurologist. It's a real condition. This is not some I can't even control. I get spasms. Like the spasms I get all throughout my body just does it every day, all the time, every second. Like it's not something I can control. So FND is like that. It's not something you can control. And yeah, I just want to talk about I just want to talk about this because I learned so much. I learned about FND through TikTok. The doctors don't tell you much about the condition. I told y'all I was diagnosed at 16, but I had no idea I had it because she didn't call it FND. FND was nowhere on my paperwork. She just said I was having... She called it something. It was some word, but I didn't really pay attention to it, or really... She was just saying, like, I need therapy and stuff like that. But she didn't I didn't know that I actually had, like, a neurological condition. I found out a couple years later. TikTok was such a big help, but the only thing is with TikTok, nobody that looks like me have the condition. It's a lot of, not trying to be disrespectful, but it's a lot of white women with FND, and it's just, and they're older. They're like maybe in their mid-20s, or some of them are closer to my age, and it's just like I'm able to relate to them, but it's nobody. I know it's somebody out there that looks like me with this condition, and they're just probably struggling. So I really wanted to talk about this because it's an everyday struggle. Like every day it's something, every day. And just because you can't see what I'm going through, that don't mean I'm not going through anything. So yeah, I feel like I just rambled a lot this video, but I really hope it helps somebody and let them know that you're not alone. This is a real condition. You can do the research. I know back in the day, they tried to make it seem like it was just women being hysterical because FND is most common and more common in women. But that's not true. My struggles aren't fake. I'm not doing it for attention. Like I said, half of the time, my family don't even know what I'm going through because I don't say anything. I probably have 10 seizures a day. No exaggeration. 10 non-epileptic seizures a day. Probably 20. Probably 20 a day. And it's so crazy that you can have seizures and it not be... Because I only thought people that have seizures were people that's epileptic. But that's not true. When I have my seizures, they're similar to absent seizures. I'm not foaming at the mouth. I'm not pushing my body up and off the floor or whatever. I'm not doing none of that. I just like stare off, I zone out, and I can't talk. I can hear everything, but I can't talk. And I can do it sitting right next to you, and you would think I just zoned out for a minute. But no, I'm having a seizure episode. Another frustrating thing is I really want to learn how to drive, but I have so much going on with my health that I can't drive. So yeah, it would be really nice. Oh, a website that you can learn more about the symptoms. Like I get tons of different symptoms. I didn't even list half of them. A dent of them. I just list the paralysis, the not being able to walk, the issues with speech, issues with your handwriting, the issues with your bowels, the seizures, the what else? The tremors, the burning of the feet. I also was diagnosed with... I know y'all like Samaya Day, but I was also diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy. So the burning of the feet might have to do with that, but yeah, it's just a lot. I just had to come on here and talk about this because this is a serious topic. But a website that you can go on to learn more about it is called fndhope.com. And one thing from my research, I learned that a lot of people in the UK, it's a lot of information about FND. In the UK, it's a lot of articles and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to end this video. I think this is the longest video I've done. But this condition, it confused my doctors. I had doctors telling me, I think you have this, I think you have that, I think you have that, I think you have that. And just for all the scans and everything to come back normal, I really felt like, what is going on with me? Like, my family was seeing physical symptoms of what I was going through, and nothing, no blood test, no scan, no anything, nothing could prove what I was going through. It is the most like frustrating and confusing, and yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, I'll see you guys the next video.